Hi Capricorn, welcome to my channel Live Life in Tarot. This reading is for all Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs. Capricorn, we're taking a look at your 3-day forecast ahead, February 8 to February 10, 2019. I pulled 3 cards for what's coming towards you that you need to know about. One card that is your focus with what's coming towards you. I've pulled clarifiers and your guidance card and advice for what's coming towards you. So let's dig in, Capricorn. So Capricorn, the energies that you are dealing with are, you have balance, you have spirit guides. What's coming towards you is the Hermit. This is earth energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo, but this is a major arcana. This is about taking your leave and going into some solitude, seeking answers, going within, recharging your batteries, having some time to yourself, seeking answers. Okay? You also could be teaching or learning. You have the Nine of Swords coming towards you. This is air energy, communication. Nine of Swords talks about worry, fears, a lot of thinking. And you have coming towards you this Magician energy, major arcana, air energy. For some of you, you're dealing with an Aquarius. This is about having all the tools to create what you want in your world. And for your role in energy, you have the Six of Wands, fire energy. This talks about victory over challenges and strife and difficulties and implementing actions that allow you to overcome. This is also talking about recognition or the lack of recognition in something. And what's clarifying that is you have the aloneness, which is the Hermit once again here. Okay, so this is about being grounded. For some of you, this is actually about you feeling alone, feeling on your own, feeling distant. Some of you are involved with someone and you still feel like you're here, alone, by yourself. I mean, that shit is crazy, right? To be with somebody and still feel alone. Well, anyway, let's get into this. By the way, your guidance is strengthening bonds. Interesting. This here is fire energy. So let's take a look at what's going on for you, Capricorn. So first of all, whatever the fuck this is, Capricorn, holler at your spirit guides. Talk to them. Pray to them. Ask them for help and guidance for whatever this is that's going on for you. Don't wait to pray. Pray now. Pray all the time. Ask them to intercede and intervene on your behalf. Ask them to guide you, to show you the way, to give you signs, to help you about what forward movement you should have, or whatever your issues or obstacles are. Ask them to come in on it and help you with it. You are not alone. Some of you feel alone in a situation, even while you're surrounded with others. But the kind of assistance you need is from your spirit guides, for many of you. And listen, all of us have spirit guides. And for whatever you believe, whoever you believe in terms of the spirit world, pray for guidance from your guides, from your divine help, okay? Also, with whatever you're doing, Capricorn, maintain some balance, okay? I feel like some of that balance needs to be you have some playtime, okay? Some of you need to have some time with your relationships because you're making who you're with feel like they by themselves, okay? And that they're alone, but yet they're with you. So I feel like you've been too serious and you need to have some playtime and balance, what you're doing in your world as it has to do with work and, other projects and other focuses. And make sure you include some you time and some us time in terms of who it is that you are in commitments and relationships with. And make sure that you have a healthy balance with, the everyday things of that are serious and need attention and focus, and it needs you to be serious, and also find a way to lighten up. Okay, some of you just need to lighten the fuck up, but find some balance with that shit because you're doing too damn much. So, Capricorn, you got the Six of Wands here as your focus, okay, with what's coming towards you. So clearly, Capricorn, like you do, your goal is victory, 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 okay? And you happy with a little recognition too, right? So you're looking to see what needs to happen in your world that concerns you, and whatever concerns you or has been concerning you, I feel like you've been able to sort it out. Okay, you're starting to sort it out, whatever you've been thinking about, ruminating thoughts on. And so I don't feel like you're really in a negative place. Now for some of you, you're about to get into a negative place, even though you had things sorted out in your mind. Okay, and you need to take action on that so that you can have the victory in it, and you need to recognize that shit. Others of you, I feel that you were ruminating about things in your mind and worrying, but now you're getting to a more mentally, you're moving away from mental anguish. Okay, you're moving away from your worries and fears, and you're starting to just look at that shit head on, and you're like, you know what? I recognize it. It made me scared. It shook me up. I'm not really sure, but fuck that. I'm sorting this shit out, because guess what? It's a concern. I don't like being concerned. I don't like being worried. I don't like being put in emotions of fear. So I'm going to sort this shit out. Okay, I'm going to face my fears, face my concerns, and I'm gonna recognize, acknowledge it, and I'm going to deal with that shit. And you see how you can holding that sword there in your hand, gently, carefully. So you're carefully sorting shit out in your mind. You're carefully attending to the things that concern you or have been causing you worry. And you're getting victory over that shit. Some of you need to be doing this and start getting some victory over that shit. I also feel this is definitely around some money and resources. As you see, he's sitting there with those coins. So I feel that, you know, you've been having some worries and fears about your money, okay? Or your stability and security. And so you recognize that, and you are acknowledging it, and you doing what you got to do to create balance with that shit. You really, you know, take an account of what's going on here. Now, which brings us to what's coming towards you, which is this Hermit energy, the Earth energy, the Major Arcana. Okay, I feel that you are analyzing, observing your situation. I also feel some of you have gotten some news that has come in from somebody or somewhere, institution, or to do with your finances, your stability and security, and it's information that caused worry and fears for you, and so you have to recognize and acknowledge it, and you have to see what you can do to balance it. And for some of you, this is about you needing to make payments, and you know, account your money and fit in making payments to whoever this is that sent you a correspondence. For others of you, like I said, you're analyzing your situation to see how you can create balance. And some of you may require some help with some of your concerns, and you realize that, you're recognizing that, and you're taking the steps to turn your back from these worries and fears. Whatever these concerns are, you're determined to address them and to overcome them and have the victory over them. I do feel that you're looking to see how to manifest what you want, because you see this magician is kind of looking at, well, they're working, but they're turned towards these Nine of Swords. So you're working this shit out. You're working on these nine swords, and you're dealing with them one at a time, okay? And you handling that shit and put everything in its place so that you can clear out the space in your mind to feel more peace and have more peace of mind. And so you're looking at having all the tools to create what you want, and you're creating now, you're manifesting, you're bringing change to this. Some of these changes require you having the conversation with others as this involves them, so that you can have this victory. Some of you have to talk and communicate with others so that you know, some recognition to the issues are being put out there, and it's being dealt with. And with that Hermit energy, I feel you want to make sure that you're grounded and you're making practical choices, and the answers you're seeking to the shit you're dealing with is something that's practical. For others of you, you don't have the fucking answer. You've been trying to be practical, you've been trying to manifest, you've been trying to address the worries and concerns. You acknowledge that shit needs to change and needs to happen, but you know, on your own ability, and maybe even with the help of others, that shit just not working out for you. And so again, you see how the Hermit here is kind of looking towards, let me just show you that, the way it's laid out here. The Hermit is kind of looking towards, not even kind of, the Hermit is looking towards the spirit guides. Some of you are not asking for your divine help in a situation, and that's where the answer is for you. Is divine help, to get grounded, to go within, to get centered. And your spirit guides may reveal something, give you an image or epiphany that you can run with. But you need to sit down and take the time to get centered and gathered so that they can talk to you and you can hear them. Okay? In order for you to gain this balance. And, you know, for some of you, the balance needs to be that you need to stop burdening yourself with so much shit and being so carried away with it. It's not that it's not important. It's not that it's, you know, it got to be taken care of. Yeah. But I feel like you're too serious about this. You're too rigid. Okay? You're overly determined. And I would say good for you if that shit was working, but it's not for some of you. Because you're out of balance. All right? When is the last time you did something to make you happy? Okay? It's not a crime to be happy. It doesn't mean you're not taking care of business to be a little happier. Take a moment to enjoy something in your life and your world. I mean, that's the point of what you're working towards, right? Some of you realize you don't have to wait till you get there to have it. You can have it as you go. Joy and peace and happiness and a little fun. Try it sometime. It might just add to your situation in a positive way. So, you have clarifying the Six of Wands, aloneness, which is the Hermit. So, as it has to do with your circumstances, whatever this is, I do feel some of you feel alone in this, okay? And that there's no one for you to turn to, even with who you're with, those of you who are with someone, or whatever this is, you just feel like you by your fucking self, okay? I feel like some of you have turned to help, and, you know, some people have given you their ass to kiss, so they just can't do it. And so, you know, shit not adding up because you're not making the moves and seeing the things happen that you need. And so you're feeling ass out. You're feeling alone. You're feeling by yourself. For some of you, you don't have anybody that you could turn to. And it's like, wow, there's a realization for you, right? Here it is. You got all these socializations. You know, you're very social. But at the end of the day, who in your camp? Some of you, there might be a need to fix that. Others of you, you just need to get away from your worries and fears in your mind. You need to take a step back from being so busy trying to create shit and manifest shit and coming up with a plan and seeking answers right now because you're running out of steam. And, you know, everything's getting clouded and unclear and imbalanced. And so now you got to pull back. Okay, there needs to be the time to be by yourself and just not do shit and just see what comes to you, allowing yourself to be clear and free in your mind and from what you're doing. And that takes needing to withdraw and recharge your batteries. Okay, now I do feel with your advice being strengthening bonds, I feel strengthening bonds goes to, you know, forming relationships for those of you who feel alone and that you don't have any. Because, you know, what has been your role that has played a part in this? Capricorn? Some of you, that's just your choice, right? Is that you like it like that. But now, this don't feel like, you know, such a good idea. Okay. Well, strengthen your bonds. with the people you do have relationships with that you could work on and repair and build or strengthen. Strengthen your bond with your spirit guides. Strengthen the bond you have with yourself. Okay? Some of you need to take a step back. And it's not about loneliness, but it's about, being in your own corner and not being so hard on yourself and realizing you are on your own fucking team. So stop having all this scrutiny. It's okay to have a little healthy criticism, but if you're beating yourself the fuck up, what are you doing that for? Okay? Okay, you shouldn't be in a fight with you. Strengthen the bond with yourself. For others of you, the bonds you have are distant because of, you haven't been able to invest in it, or others haven't been able to invest in you. And if you can, maybe now is the time for you to change that. Okay? If this now matters to you, more than it does. And I'm not saying it didn't matter to you at all, but, it's called prioritizing. What have you been prioritizing? What have you been prioritizing? For some of you, you've been able to manage all your concerns and things that have been bothering you and get it under control. And now you got some more time on your hands. You're freed up. But you were so laser focused on other shit and not your relationships that now that you got some free time to spend with others, nobody's around. Nobody's around in your little garden but you. So what have you been prioritizing along the way? What are you now realizing about what you've been doing? You're realizing that you want to strengthen your bonds with others. And so, do it. Don't just think about it, do it. Okay? Create the balance that you need with others, or that should exist between you and others, especially your loved ones. Okay? Especially with whom you are committed to. When you're in a commitment, you or who you're dealing with should not feel alone when they're with somebody. And if you don't know what to do about that, that's okay. Learn. See what you can do to find out. And then, if you're a person that, you're really private, or, you don't really want to turn to anybody for what ways you can go about it, ask for guidance from your spirit guides. Ask them to place it on your heart and your mind and your spirit and soul to first heal you, and then to show you how to heal your circumstances and your situations. Okay? And for others of you, you just simply need to be by yourself. Okay? You just need to be by yourself, and being by yourself doesn't mean loneliness. Okay? Doesn't mean loneliness. It doesn't have to mean loneliness. Alright? This is something that, for some of you, this is what's going on, and you're seeing this the wrong way. It feels like loneliness because maybe you're single, or you don't have any significant bonds with anyone, and you want that now. But you know what? While you've been in this energy, who are you becoming? Are you somebody that, others would want to have a bond with you because you've grown while in this energy? You've improved, you've learned, you've changed, and so you're ready? I don't know. Only you know that, Capricorn. These are all the messages I have. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Bye.